welcome to Mind Your Business, a channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. So people, I was looking forward to watching Love and Hip Hop to see what this whole mix-up around Yandy and DC's was. And now after watching it, I'm like, Jasmine, please, like, what is going on? You got us all excited. Like you had some receipts and you don't even know the man from nowhere, really. Let's talk about it, people. Well, I got into my inquisitive crew. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the last one for the season. Now, I thought it was interesting watching this show because, firstly, of course, the mix-up with Yandy and Mendices. We know that was a big thing. And I'm like, okay, let me see what's happening here. And I'm like, hold on. Firstly, hold on. How is Jasmine connected to Rich Dollars? I was like, Rich Dollars is on the show. Like, this is a blast from the past. And why is he always around mess? I'm like, okay, so you're still part of the creep squad because what is your connection with her? Chatting about, yeah, she's just a homie. You just seem to know everybody. Anyway, I thought it was interesting the way that Jasmine approached Mendices because she's like, oh, you don't recognise who I am. Like, what? I'm just like, why is she coming at him aggy like this? And I love the way he kind of told her straight up that, well, I go to the bar to get drinks and not to look at girls. So I was like, oop, yeah, I told you, because she's there like, well, you know, I've served you at the bar and so has she at another bar. And it's just like, well, the girl's not even saying anything. I'm just like, the receipts that you're telling us that you have is your friend's friend. Like, where is the friend? And she's scared to come out. And then why are you coming out of her business? And I'm cracking up because on social media, they're calling her all types of names, particularly about, you know, being the headmistress of side chicks. I'm seeing all types of stuff about Jasmine. I'm just like, yeah, she does seem like she is on some side chick avenging, because you have your own issue with Kirk. We really know that. We saw you enter the room and Rashida walk out of the room because she don't really want to deal with you, and you making snide comments about that. We saw, you know, Kirk apologise to her, so that kind of surprised me. I was like, okay, so he apologised for saying that she came to the door naked because she, you know, that's not true is what she was saying. But she did not apologise for what she said about his texts because she's standing by what she says. So I'm like, whatever, I'm not really bothered about Rashida and Kirk. We know that Rashida's going to be standing 10 toes down, and that is that. But the way she got involved with this whole Mendices thing, I thought she had some receipts. There's no receipts here. Like, where is the girl? Bring her out, let her speak. That's the only way I see anything getting shut down. And I thought it was interesting when, you know, he basically shut them down at that point when she tried to say, don't you know who I am? And then when they were outside, and the friend now decides to pipe up and talking about, yeah, why are you letting your man F women outside or whatever? And then Yandy is flipped and decided to get in the girl's face. I'm like, Yandy, what's going on here? Like, you're doing a lot at the moment. I feel like she just wanted to shut her down because obviously the girl was disrespectful. But I'm like, you're not really going to fight her. We know that because security was there. It's not going to happen. And the girl, it's just like, you have no receipts. If it's your friend, bring her out. Other than that, it's just hearsay at this point. And Yandy, you've got a lot more to lose than this girl. So get in her face, there's no point. But I get where she was coming from, because to me, she was trying to do the whole, let me defend my man in public. And hopefully she had some words with him in private, because all this is very suspect. I would be very definitely questioning things behind the scenes. But I get the whole, you know, trying to do united front in front of people that are causing mix-up in your life. I kind of get that. Although I did side eye Mendices when he's trying to act like he's trying to move to fight people. I'm thinking, what are you going to do? You're going to try and hit girls? Like, just leave it alone. And then when he's flirting, I'm talking about, yeah, don't go outside there, because if they touch you, you know, I'm going to go crazy. I'm like, you can't be putting your hands on the girls. Yes, I thought that whole scene was a whole heap of foolishness, ultimately. Because what did we learn? Nothing. But apart from allegedly some friend of a friend is sleeping with him and been sleeping with him for a long time, but is scared to come forward. Well, then that's not really going to be very helpful, is it? There's nothing there. Nothing more to see here. Now, whilst Yandy is out here, you know, defends her man, she's also obviously bribed him with jewellery to get him to wear his ring again, which I thought was interesting, because he's chatting about, oh, you know, Yandy's too worried about what people think and whatever else. And then in the next sentence, he's chatting about, yeah, well, he's wearing the ring because, you know, it just makes her happy. So who's worried about perception? Both of you sound like you're worried about perception. But, you know, a ring, I think, does not stop anyone from cheating or taking it off. So I just hope that Yandy and Mendices are making sure that their house is clean, because you've got these girls coming out, you've got people talking about him being out in the streets. And like I said before, where there's smoke, there tends to be some fire. Now, whilst I'm not wishing that on nobody's relationship, I'm just saying let's not be ridiculous here. Now, in other news in the show, obviously we saw the whole mix-up with Spice's show, this cast show that she's been putting together. At first I was like, okay, everyone's coming now, everyone's doing their thing, and of course, you know, it goes well. Even Shakana's on there, even Sierra made it on there after being vexed with Spice. She got on there to do her diss track for Amy, which I must say, I was like, okay, Sierra, come through. She had some bars in there. So when she did that, you could tell Amy was not happy. She got blindsided by that. She's like, what? Do you know what I mean? And you know, some of those words definitely must have stung a little bit. So that made me laugh. But then this whole mix-up with Scrappy acting like a big fool on stage. Like, you done your track, everyone's done their track, and now you're getting upset because obviously some jabs are being thrown at you. First, your baby mother, your ex-wife, has thrown some jabs about you being a broke ass. Then you've got Sierra and her diss track throwing, you know, shots at you, and then we know that this track wasn't necessarily written by Sierra. She had some help, and she had some help from Khaotic, but Khaotic did it to be messy. We really know this because he heard that Scrappy's moving to Amy and he wanted to be messy. So of course, Scrappy being hot-headed, instead of just being like, you know what, I'll handle this off stage, I'm a bit heated by everyone being on name, because Shakana also confirms that she's heard that it's Amy and Scrappy and all this foolishness. The point is that Scrappy should know better. Why are you guys trying to attack Khaotic on the damn stage? Like, can you not be professional? I was just like, oh, this is just nonsense. Like, people, did they pay money to come and see the show? Or was it like a free ticket thing? Because if you paid money, then I wouldn't be happy, mate. You lot are scuffing on stage and I paid to see performances. No, you could save that to behind the scenes. So, yeah, I wasn't necessarily impressed with Scrappy's behaviour, but not necessarily surprised. But yeah, I do feel like him and Khaotic's mix-up is just petty, so hopefully they can just squash that and move forward and get to the bag like the others were saying. Also, sidebar, I must say that whilst I haven't really been covering Little Zayn and his wife, you know, I do feel like his wife Ashley reminds me of Wet Wet from Jocelyn's Cabaret, sidebar. More cleaned up version. Anyway, she made me laugh. I feel like she handled him quite right. The way she went and told him that her son is going to live with her, you know, her son's father. And he was vexed, chatting about, you didn't discuss it with me. And she's like, well, you know, its decision has been done. You just got to deal with it, essentially. You know, she said something like, what did she say? You'll be fine. And I thought, yeah, you're quite right. You will be. And I don't blame her, because the way he's handled this whole situation with his baby mother, or the one that's got the child that's got the surname, and all the mix-up surrounding him, it's just been nonsense. So I don't really blame her. She doesn't know how certain her and him are. So she wants to make sure her son is stable. So I'm like, you know what? No one can wrong you for that, love. No one can wrong you for that. Anyway, that's what I thought about the episode. Of course, I checked out social media to see what people were saying on there. And here are some tweets that had me cracking up and nodding along. Okay, so you've seen what they had to say. You've heard what I've had to say. What are you saying about the show? What did you think of it? What did you think about the mix-up with Scrappy? And what did you think about all the drama with Mendice's Yandy and Jasmine and her being head of the Side Chick Association? Let me know your thoughts below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.